I'd like to welcome you to Regis School. I'm so glad that you're here today and that we have a chance to get acquainted. I'm Nancy Taylor and I'm the headmistress. I want to take you back in time a little bit and go back in time to 1988 when men who had their daughters attending Duchesne, the Academy of the Sacred Heart, wanted the same experience of a Sacred Heart education for their sons, and there wasn't one in the city. And through the years, these people had such faith and such belief in a Sacred Heart education that the school continues to thrive and flourish 17 years later. What's our mission? Who are we really? What do we really want to do with these boys? What makes us unique? And I'd have to say that I think it's being part of the Sacred Heart network of schools in the United States. We're one of 21 of them. And so the goals and criteria that are part of our mission and part of our philosophy mean everything to us. It means everything to our families who really value a Sacred Heart education. We want our boys to really know their faith, to emphasize academics, but we want them also to take a responsibility for the world they'll inherit. We want them to be involved in service, not just in the sense of bringing things to school to give away, but we want them to learn and to understand what it is to be a part of the world, and a world that's globally getting smaller all the time. The boys that we accept here are by and large average to above average ability, and they learn to use their skills. I like children to really apply themselves. I like to challenge their horizons, but I want them to also have a quest and a love for knowledge. And it's important to me because there's so much to learn today. You can't be a Renaissance man anymore, but you have to learn where to go to access information, but you have to learn to do it responsibly. I like also the relationship we have between the older boys and the younger boys. We have a big brother, little brother program. And so if you were to come here on a Friday for prayer service or for Mass, you would see the big brothers straightening ties or maybe taking the little brothers out to the restroom. But it's big brother, little brother throughout our assembly hall. I had the opportunity to go to the symphony with the 3rd and 4th graders. And of course, they're in their blazers and their khakis and their ties. And as we walked into the symphony, one of the docents said, "Oh, here come the suits. Watch how they behave." And I was just so proud to be with the boys because they knew exactly how to behave in a room or in a theater that was just full of children from all different schools. They made quite an impression, and they made an impression on me. I look at the boys in their classrooms, and you won't find them always in their seats, but you'll find them in open dialogue and engaged in activities where their hands are busily working. When I look at the teachers who are in those classrooms, they really get to know their boys because class size can be anywhere from 8 or 9 students to our largest classes of 16. So the boys get a great deal of individual attention and a great deal of nurturing. I want an enthusiasm, I want a sparkle, I want high energy. Last year we had an opportunity to hire many very talented young teachers because our school is growing. And I look at those young people and I look at how relational they are with the boys, how young they are with the boys, and then I balance that against our senior faculty who really work with the young teachers in helping them to understand what it means to be a teacher at Regis and what it means to understand what a Sacred Heart school is. I encourage teachers to go on for advanced degrees because your faculty is never better than when all of your teachers are engaged in learning. They bring new ideas and new enthusiasm and share their ideas with each other. I want to be proud of the boys when they graduate here, and our boys are sought after in the private high schools here in the city. When I talk to the principals of the 2 boys' Catholic high schools, they tell us how they can't wait to have our students because our boys are articulate. They can shake your hand firmly. They can meet you eye to eye. And so for me, the very best part is knowing that all people are welcome at Regis. It's an all-embracing feeling, the Sacred Heart, where everyone from all walks of life are welcome to be with us. And so for boys who graduate from Regis, for their families, I want it always to be a special place where they feel welcomed home and where they can experience again the all-embracing Sacred Heart. We have a little saying at Regis that scholars and gentlemen don't just happen. I want you to know that Regis is a great place to start.